Well, welcome all, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, the best voice in the world, as I said last week. Best voice in the world, but he's the best voice in the world. So there you go, that voice behind that camera.
There we go.
Who knows?
That's a pretty good rap.
Very good rap. Oh, you got a good voice.
Well, let's have a look at something from a days gone by, and that's this little article here.
Mid-60s, Colin, mid-60s.
Mid-60s, a gotcha, said Farr. Now, this is a bit of a misnomer, as we call in the business, where he didn't actually get you.
No, it was about 2 seconds too late because split second after it was taken, I took 2 bounces, kicked a goal.
So this is against Horsham,
yep.
Which they were pipped to beat you, and they
we were the outsiders that day.
They were red hot favourites, but they had the early pace, but you pulled up a magical positional changes. Your coach, who was the coach?
George McGrath.
George McGrath. He pulled off magical. Is he a good coach?
Yeah, couldn't coach.
Couldn't coach
a dog.
So
we done our own thing.
Did our own thing.
Well,
so you were making changes, on-field changes. You said go there.
Yeah.
You here.
I was in charge of the ground.
You there. And
that fellow behind me, Graham Gale, he was going to be the new Barassi. He had number 31.
Oh yeah.
But about 1 week it lasted for.
Now, why was Ian Morgan wasting his time at centre half forward?
Because the silly coach put him there. He was the best forward in the game.
So who changed him?
Coach, George McGrath.
He switched him to the right position.
He went back himself.
He just went, so no, see you later.
Yeah, I mean, he's a full forward. He's the best full forward in the competition for 5 years, Colin. 5 years.
Why have him in silly?
Yeah, that's how W was, see. Only lasted 1 year, George McGrath.
So on that ground, that day you were best on ground. You had 35 kicks, 11 marks, 3 goals.
No, it was possession. There wasn't no bigger part. It was kicks. No, there's handball, 48 handballs.
Yeah. It was a bit sloppy with your behinds. 4 behinds. So it was 4 behinds, 3 goals, 4.
That's disgusting, yeah.
Bit off that day.
That photo there, Colin, was on
Sportsman.
So a sports show every Sunday morning in BTV6 for the Wimmera, Ballarat and Hampton League. And that photo was up on the screen before the Wimmera coverage. It was on there for 4 years.
Oh, pretty
so there you go. So
pretty good.
Must have been a good action. It was a good action photo.
Well, let's get on to the game, Chelsea versus Seaford down at Seaford. Give us the crowd and conditions, Barry.
Oh, not a bad crowd.
Yeah.
It's freezing cold.
A bit cold that day.
People that was.
Yep. But the sun was out, wasn't it? Not a bad day for footy.
It was a bit of sun around, but very ordinary ground. It's a out-of-shape ground.
And it's sort of it's a bit out of the wind too, which is not too bad.
No, but it's just I don't know. There's always 2 dead pockets. One on the right down near the railway line, one up the other end. And
so you're not happy with it?
No, we never had much luck there, man.
Any changes?
Yeah, out was Luke Clark. I cannot believe he was put out. Dropped last week.
Yeah.
Kicked a nice.
Clark, one of the Clark boys.
Yeah. I don't think the coach likes him very much. And Corey Peel, I think he was out. And incoming was Wizard Lancaster. Kicked a beautiful goal on Saturday. And this young Liam Cherry, his 2 brothers, I know their mother used to be a knockabout woman in Richmond.
Oh yeah.
Marnie, and that's her. She's got 2 sons playing the season. And I said, well done, Marnie, you got 2. She said, yes, you know. But this young Liam, he's only 17, I think.
Right.
Goes all right.
Very good. Let's get into the game then. First half of the
first half, Colin, Seaford started brilliantly. They jumped right at the blocks. Look, they're a very good side, Seaford. Before we go any further, they're a very good side.
You were a bit negative towards them last week.
Yeah, well, they wasn't too flash the first time we played them, but we've got some good young kids, and they kicked 7 goals. We kicked 2 goals, 7 goals.
Yeah, so that's the first.
I mean, that's probably nearly cost us a game.
Right. So that's
9 shots, 2 goals.
That's the first quarter.
Yeah, I did the first quarter. That was the first quarter. And by half time,
yes,
11-6, 5-10. 3 goals, 3 again.
Yep.
And Toddy Gardner, Silver, and Brad Clark and Jacko were playing very well for us.
Okay.
Not a bad start in the first half.
So that got us to the first half. Now let's get into the third quarter.
Silver got a very bad hip injury, Colin, in the third quarter. We had to go off. It was killing him.
Right.
And I hope he's not too bad, because I had a look, and the fellow was trying to manipulate something in his hip, but when he went off, it was a big loss, I can tell you now. And of course, Toddy Gardner had 3 taggers already. by half time. Knocked them over.
So the 3/4 time score?
3/4 time was, here we go, 6-13.
Yep.
15-9.
99 to 49.
15-9, that's pretty good kicking.
That's a that's a full time score normally.
Yeah.
So let's get into the last quarter then, Barry.
Well, the last quarter we kicked 4 goals, but the game was over 3/4 time. There was. I mentioned some of the numbers. This number 72 from Seaford, he's only 17. He's got apparently signed up with the Bush Range, what do you call it? The under 18s, under 19s comp in AFL. Yeah. Number 72 he was.
Peel Cup.
Yeah, what do you call it? The Bush Ranger, what do they call him?
Yeah.
He's going to be a superstar, kid. But why they got number 72 on his back?
Oh, it's temporary. Sounds temporary to me.
He cleaned us up. 7-year-old he was.
Look out for him in the future.
The last goal, they just kicked, we kicked 4 goals, but that was
19-13.
19-13 to 10-13. 10 goals.
So we've got a little bit of respectability.
Well, the score flattered us a little because we were sort of outplayed most of the day, I can tell you now.
Pretty bad. Alright, well give us the goal kickers then, Barry.
Goal kickers, Thomas kicked 2 goals. It was pretty quiet. He kicked two very good goals. Guerra kicked a couple of goals. He took a few good marks in the first half, but he wasn't siding half time. He was there in the game and he just not there.
Disappeared.
Toddy Gardner kicked a beautiful goal. Rory Grigg played alright.
Yep.
1 goal. Lancaster kicked a goal a day, and Nightingale kicked a goal too. It was pretty well spread.
Yeah, okay. So good little spread there. Give us your group of best players before we get the votes.
The group of best players was probably Silver, Bradley Clark, Toddy Gardner, Rory Grigg put in. He was on the back line, on the forward line. Done a couple of stupid mistakes. We tried hard, Rory Grigg. Kirsten Harper. I told you about him the last couple of weeks. He's got a leap of a giant. And he's only 18. I was talking to Snake after him.
That's good.
He's going to be a player. And Jacko tried hard all day.
Right. So that's your group of best players. Let's go to the votes. 1 vote.
1 vote to Matthew Sewell. I've got to give him a vote. The first half of the game here was clean them up. He's taken them on like I told him a couple of weeks ago. When he gets the ball, he takes them on, Colin.
Very good. 2 votes.
2 votes of Bradley Clark. Does he ever play a bad game? I don't think so.
This plays a consistent game.
Consistently, yeah.
And 3 votes.
Well, something different. Toddy Gardner, only 38 possessions.
Only 38 this time.
Only 25 last time.
Well, he had a bit of an off week last week.
But he actually had 4 taggers for the day.
Wow. Still 38 possessions.
I'll tell you about them in the highlights about Toddy Gardner.
Oh. Okay, well, those are the votes. Now let's get to the highlights then, Barry.
Well, the highlight of the day was the way Toddy Gardner... Look, one of the taggers was on him in the second quarter. He had 4 all day, but this fella, number 31, he was over 6 foot. I was watching Toddy in the middle. He was trying to... Look, the Chelsea Footy Club has got to get some players, get fellas who can look after this fella, because they try to bash him all day.
Yeah.
As Greer said a couple of weeks ago, he said, we've got to look after our number 1 player.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, Blind Freddie knows that, but he wiped him off. But he was 6'1", and he finished up. He's got amazing stamina. He was belled about 3 or 4 times, got up and got the free kick, but he is. If he doesn't win that best appearance in the competition, I'll go and I'll have something to say about that. I might go and have a word to him in the...
Go berserk, you go berserk.
Where do they have their meetings in Mornington?
You go throw a few eggs.
No, I'll throw more than eggs there.
I don't know where the headquarters are, but...
Yeah, but see, some of these umpires wouldn't know if they were up, I'm telling you now.
Okay, so any other highlights?
Matthew Silver, yeah, the first half he played was unbelievable. He was... on the wing, on the ball. I hope his hips alright, because I didn't think he'd go up, but he did go up. And well done, Matthew Silver. He played a fantastic game, mate. No, that's about the only thing we can talk about.
So that's your highlights package.
Well, just to watch that little number 7 run around, mate.
It's pretty good. So what's happening next week then, Barry?
Nice drive down in Mount Eliza.
So down the bottom of the hill.
One of the worst grounds in the world.
Yeah.
That and the Franks and YCW.
Good.
Is it? No, it's the Franks and YCW.
Or is it Bomb Beach?
No. Bomb Beach at least is flat. The YCW's got a big dip, and so was Mount Eliza.
Do you know the interesting thing about Lord's Cricket Ground? talking about dips and whatever.
Yeah, they dug it all up.
It's an 8-foot drop
Yeah.
from one side to the other.
I was looking at that a couple of nights ago. I couldn't see the difference there.
So you could stand on one side,
You can't see the other side.
and the other side's 8 foot lower.
Well, it didn't look that way on the TV.
Yeah, you can see the slope.
Yeah.
Anyway, so next week, Manalizer down there. Manalizer.
It's going to be nice. I hope it's not too cold because we'll have to, because they're the second best side of the continent.
Right, just a little bit of input on the cricket then, Barry.
Well, I mean, after getting beaten in the first test, everybody thought the Poms were going to close up. I was really going to go and I was going to have some big money on that before I thought they'd turn around. And of course, why I'm talking about this
Cricket.
second test view was because Stephen Smith. I've made a bit of a statement to myself last night. I was watching him. I said, look, he is the best, most consistent batsman I've seen for the last 40 years. For 2 or 3 years, his average has got to be up near 60 now, isn't it?
60.
215 and 58. That's unbelievable.
Doing pretty well.
That was the only...
Your man Smithy. So that the next test is coming up later in the week, I think.
10 days.
Oh, it's in 10 days. Oh, I've got a bit of a break.
Stephen Smith, look.
That's off.
And he terrorised one stage of when he was batting. Who was bowling? Stokes. That's Stokes, is it? Stokes?
Yeah.
And he was walking right across the wicket.
Yeah.
And
Anderson.
Anderson, that's right. Yeah, and he was intimidating the bowler. The bowler didn't know what to do. But he just mesmerises the bowler and he just does what he likes.
Yes, and that's why your hat is off today, because of Smithy not wearing a hat, because your hat's off to Stephen Smith.
That's a joke, viewers. Yeah. Well, that's probably right too. No, but Stephen Smith. I said that he's a man. Is he 25? Yeah, I'm not.
About that, yeah, 25, 26.
He's just a freak. A bit like Tony Gardner.
So we'll talk about cricket in a couple of weeks. But until then,
I'll give you
the highlights and the tidbits.
Yeah.
Of course, that Freddie Flintoff dismissal was a joke. What an idiot! Did you see that?
No.
The ball was coming in. He was going to get run out. So he
Freddie is a player.
No, not Freddie Flintoff. Stokes.
No, I missed that. What happened?
What happens is he's going to get run out, and so he jumps over the crease instead of grounding his bat. And the ball's hit the wicket, and he's in the air.
Oh, that's when Mitchell Johnson hit it.
Yeah, he's in the air, and the wicket's a hit, and he's up in the air.
Anyhow.
He didn't ground his bat.
That's silly, isn't it?
That's silly. Anyway, Cheerios, Barry.
Yeah, Cheerios, Annie and Carla. Had a bit of power blackout, like a day and a half this week.
Yeah.
Last few days. Look, I get sick of talking about what's going on up there.
Yeah, blackouts.
And another new viewer, Maria, her 3 daughters. What's their names? Nicole, May, and Russo.
Right.
Hope you enjoy the video, girls. That's Maria's 3 daughters.
Right.
I hope you enjoy it, Maria, and keep tuned. Felicity and her mum.
Yep, and Freddie.
She wasn't there.
What's going on?
She wasn't there on Saturday. She might be still away.
What's going on?
What must have been the weekend. Tune in, Felicity, and probably we're playing around the lights. I don't think you'll be going down there, will you?
So you get the news here first.
Well, if you go down there, I'll be there. Because PH, Shandy, and Carlos. How's it going, PH? Tigers, would you believe I backed them to win by 20 points and over? They kicked 6 goals in the last quarter. I lost dummy money by 4 points.
It's all that. Almost
8 goals in front.
Almost won it.
Did they?
They were charging.
Pathetic. Anyway, I stick with them to PH.
Win's a win, a win's a win.
We might finish fifth.
Yeah, 5th.
I reckon. And of course, how's it going, Jerry? I've got another. What do you call it, those emails? They're a bit over my head, but what's happening up there at Ken? Jerry would have been behaving himself, having a drink with Phil, I suppose, Joe. But anyway, apart from that, Jeanette, I got another new viewer.
New one.
Jeanette. Yeah, local lady. She found out on the YouTube and she sent me a message and hope you enjoy the video. Jeanette, yeah, local lady.
Very good.
Karen, wherever it is. There's Karen down the road. But that's about all we got for today, Colin Supker.
So that's goodbye from me.
And see you next week. Bye bye.